Jazz Jackrabbit were so fun. Oh, they're good. It reminds me of Commander Keen. It should, because several of the people who worked on this game also worked on Commander Keen. Um, like, Carmack and Romero were sort of the big obvious ones. But, and I should just die. I need to start this one over. I think the plan really needs to be is make a giant laser cycle, but, jish. And my bot crashed. Oh, that's why my bot crashed. I turned it off too early. One sec. That's why the chat stopped updating. Yeah, chat's borked. It took me a sec. There we go. It should be back. But yeah, same developers. Some of the same developers at least. I think they had an obligation to Soft Disk to just make a non-trivial number of games, and so they made a few like this. And this is a good game by all accounts. You're gonna play fun. You get to mess around with Soko banning in conjunction with robots. It's one of the more interesting combinations I've seen with Soko banning. Okay, I need to come up with a plan. So I don't know if I want... Okay, so this one is a down to the left type. What I think I want to do, if I can do it, is I want to do a full cycle around this. That's down to the right. The one in there I can't see. So I have to actually go to the direction. But I mean, I guess we could make certain assumptions about which ones will be hidden and which ones won't. There is no thing there. Okay. This is not the solution. Didn't realize what you voted for. Did you vote for this? No, there is no game audio. The game doesn't have any audio. I've tried to get the Ablet thing to work. It does not want to work on this machine. Also, how you doing, Fries? There is some PC speaker beeps occasionally, but it's how it is. You get to hear the dulcet sounds of my voice and the keyboard. Up to the right, or okay. I'm thinking. Because if I could block it here, then if I reposition it later, that's fine. So this is an up to the right, which I could use on the other one if I don't destroy myself. So what I think I need to do is actually move one of these to the opposing corner. I think that's still the first. That's still the right first move. Sound Blaster. So the problem with using real hardware is frequently it kind of freaks out a little bit. So I wondered about this for a while, and the problem, at least as I understand it, is that my brain blanked for a moment. Is that frequently the way that sound... All right, so the way Sound Blaster is initialized is really dumb. I actually looked into the tech spec for this a while back, so I was trying to figure out what to do with King's Quest games and why they wouldn't work. And the answer turned out to be something along the lines of, it doesn't work because... Oh, I can't push that in there. It will murder me. Oh, and that didn't work either. No, that's the opposite. It's like F8 that kills him. There we go. But it has something to do with it. Basically, you have to wait 20 milliseconds after you prod the initialization register. You basically turn the card on and off and then back on again. And most games didn't actually calibrate it correctly for the amount of time you'll actually be spending. Especially for beefier PCs that came along. This was made for this particular game was probably made for 486s and 386s. And so it doesn't actually track the speed all that well. Speaking of Sokoban puzzle games, have you heard of the recent... Yes, I've heard of Void Stranger. It sounds really interesting. I've read about it in a few different places. Author Blue seems to really like it. One other person who I follow for puzzle news didn't particularly care for it, but that didn't actually surprise me in some ways. But that's not a bad thing in his case. Okay, I think I see the solution here. I think I see it now. I need to deliver this to the other side. But it sounded really interesting. It's the kind of game that I don't know if I'd necessarily want to play on stream, but it definitely looks interesting. Okay. Now here's the problem. I want to get one of these out of the way, and I need to be able to bring it back. I think that that's fine. I can just push this out into the electric wheelchair area and then push it back in later. The other question is... Oh, actually, can I push it in where I need to push it in? So he's 3 tiles in. That's not where I thought I'd be able to push it in. That was a complete waste of everyone's time. Anyway. Yeah. I think it could be cool to play. That's about as far as I've gotten on that particular line of thought. I do think I see the actual solution to my problem, which is I need to push it in just a little bit earlier, and then I can prod it further along. But I spent too much time thinking about that, and the electric wheelchair caught up to me. Once again, didn't actually expect this to win. Say, Livy. Push this in. I want to do this side first. Okay, do not stand there looking like a chump. Oh, wait, no, hold up. I need to push it in early. What kind of CPU is in there? Pentium 3 233, I think. It was... I guess you wouldn't have seen it in the boot up screen because I entered in a bit too late. But it's fairly beefy for a Windows 98 machine. And in fact, there's been a few adventure games I've had to play with slowdown to make sure I could actually beat them. If I bring that... No, I can't bring that in at the top. If I push this in here, because I really need it in right here, then I die. That's not ideal. Ever play Zork? A little bit. My father had some original like Zork discs for the very first game, and by discs I mean floppy disks, as well as Beyond Zork. I got pretty far in Beyond Zork. I don't think I ever finally defeated the Urgru, but I got really far. It's been on my list of things I might play on stream if I was going to play a text adventure game, and not the weird new one I played for the PAX stream. Had some success in planning out your game. Main character in the works, rough idea of a story, and general game stuff. Oh, that's nice. This is the Equinox-like, I assume. Push it in early. I push it out, I die. So that's a problem. That's the furthest I can push it. I can't push 2 blocks at once. I know I've successfully killed one of these robots before. That's probably not helping. That's probably not helping at all. But yeah, what I really want to do is, like, push it in here and rotate along, but I don't think I can. Quick test idea, just to make sure I'm not wrong about this. But I don't think, yeah, I can't push 2 things at once. Did this work better over here? Because this... Nope. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'm miscounting. No! I'm misthinking. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it now. I think I get it now. So, the goal here isn't actually to kill the robots. It's to simply prevent them from seeing me. I believe the lasers block line of sight. So now... Okay, so I solved this problem of, there's lasers here. But this does solve part of the problem. I think I need to have these switch sides again. Maybe not. Okay, maybe my solution is less brilliant than I thought it was. Collection of Zork CDs, including the original text-based ones, and Return to Zork, the first Zork with a first-person video. Oh yeah, those. My dad had Return to Zork, I think. That one is kind of interesting. Definitely on my list of games to play at some point, because I do love me some FMV game. Okay, regardless of which of these I push in, the direction I have to push it in from will not murder me. This is important. No! Okay, I think I get it now. Well, for some values of get it, maybe. So I can push one block in this way. Because I think I have a left-hander. I do have a left-hander. All right, let's just try it out and see what happens. Alright, so here's the problem now. I have successfully managed to make it so that I can't actually do anything. But, conceivably, I could use this other laser to kill that one. And then run it back the other way around. I may have chosen a really weird and awkward way to do this, but it might work. Just wait for the electric wheelchair to go around. One thing I don't... That's why that plan wasn't going to work. Alright, I'm a little less convinced about my plans now. But yeah, I kind of like text adventure games, so I don't play them very often. I prefer my adventure games to be point and click. In the grand scheme of things. Actually, I've never tried this. Can you get run over by this? Yeah, he just strangles you. Okay. Duly noted. But yeah, like Zork Grand Inquisitor could be fun. I ended up pulling the CD for that a while ago for a Twitch integration thing that did not end up working. Turns out that Sierra Games don't close handles to open files, ever. Which was a bit of a bummer, but not altogether unsurprising. Don't want that regardless. All right, now how did I successfully kill one? That's the part that's weirding me out. That's how I did it. I used one of the crystals and just shot it upward, and that was fine. I could do that because I didn't have to care about the position of the other one. Not played too many of them, but your first one was called Humbug by Graham Cluley. I have never heard of that one. Why did I do that? I wanted to circulate this one, which requires me to push this further in than I did. Yeah, there were a lot of text adventure games back in the day, just an absurd number, just because it was a relatively easy genre to work in. Once again, not a bad thing. Just, that's what it was. All right, so, okay, one more step to kill that robot. Alright. So now, degrees of freedom that I have. As long as I'm willing to switch out this crystal, which I am, I can pull this crystal out and push it downward, and then use the other crystal to kill the other robot, maybe? I don't know why that one despawned. Oh, I probably killed it on accident. Can play it online for free. Oh, that's kind of cool. I always appreciate when people actually, put their old stuff up. Cybersecurity keynote speaker. Does it support IE6? No. Clearly not. That's archive.org's thing. I can tell. By the pixels. Yeah, I've never heard of this. I could download it, actually. Gonna be heading to sleep. Alright, sleep well, Evil Ghost. See you next time. Okay. I think I get it. I think. But it's very important to get all of the pieces in the right order. So one, I'm going to send it laser up this way. I probably need to push this laser away so I can go back up and around. Use Netscape. Oh. The reason he's asking about IE6 is because I actually do use IE6 on stream periodically. It doesn't work for a lot of things anymore, as you might be able to gather. Push this upward. Okay. I want to position this tile, this thing right here. I want to position the other one, and it will be the last one I position. I should have pushed it down by one when I had a chance. Okay, there's that spot. And then this one, we're going to push all the way around. Have to wait for him to do his thing, though. What do I use it for? Occasionally visiting ancient websites. I have another browser on here, an ancient version of Mozilla, that I also use for the same sort of thing. There we go. We finally defeated the level. And are in room 21, after the kid loses his dog for yet another time. But especially the more modern browser, I often use it to download stuff off archive.org. That's how I often get things onto this machine. Save 21. Go back to the rescue Rover. All right, what are we doing here? There's an awful lot of whirlpools. It's an absurdly large level. All right, there's a lock. I'm going to need a key at some point. Found the key. I don't think I'm going this way. How am I going to get rid of that? Okay, this is interesting. These things slide. I always forget about this property. Can you slide them when they're already on? No. Okay, that's useful to remember. I can free one of the. I can free these, but I don't know what I want to do with them. I pushed one in there just to see what happens. Okay, I'm definitely going to need to push a specific one there. And then bring it up and around. So I really need 3 crystals that are positioned correctly for this to work. Ancient version still showing. No, I think it's actually modern, more modern. I forgot. Windows 98, I can just do this. It's called Retrozilla. And it supports some modern crypto stuff, which is the big reason I need to pull it. It supports some JavaScript. You can see that it's kind of old. 2019 probably was the last time this was compiled, which is close enough for some things. But it's definitely not for your general purpose driver. And IE6 is just IE6. That's what it is. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah, you guys probably didn't see it that way. It started like pulse. Oh, you guys did see it that way. Let's hope that doesn't stick around. That was getting kind of annoying. Nope. How about this? Does this work? Good. That worked. Good old Doom. Been playing free Doom? Yeah, I played through Doom and Doom 2 on here using sort of original media. Well, original media. I download ISOs from archive.org, but I own it on Steam, and I know Carmack and Romero don't care anymore, which is a nice feature. Which one do I need? One. I need this one. I think I need that one. But yeah, Doom is fun. Highly recommend Doom. Okay, so I definitely need this one. But I actually want it like right here. Or no, wait, this one needs to be right here. Oh, he plays Doombat. Doom.bat was something I was going to use for a stream idea that I still haven't gone and done. And part of the reason I hadn't done it yet was because of the... I hadn't set up my queuing system. Now that I have the queuing system, I could do this. So it is definitely in my mind that we'll do the Doom thing. I have a ISO file that's full of ancient Doom wads, and people could just vote on what we'll actually try to play. Is the premise of that stream. Okay, so this is definitely the one I need to put here. And I realized that due to blockage, I might need to be a bit smarter here. Because, yeah, there's stuff in the way. I could move the whole affair left one, but there's another blockage. This probably means I just need to do something smarter and free up more things so I can set this hole up. Yeah, it could be fun. Like, the basic way was, like, I was having trouble figuring out how to launch things properly, and Doom.bat, basically, I can drag a WAD file directly onto the batch file, and it just kind of works. It's not guaranteed to work because of awkward limitations, but I tried it on a few, and they kind of did, so... But if I do that, it's probably one of those things I'll tell people about in advance. I've been meaning to be better about that for certain types of streams, but I'm not certain the event system on Discord is the right way to do it. What I probably should do is start using announcements for its intended purpose and actually announce stuff. But I always feel bad about announcing things and not having one of them be chat hacks. So, anyway, before I get too distracted, I need to bounce here, I think. So I need this one. No, yes, I need that one. Is your name Pat Howard? No. Why not play them on a modern engine and front end? I don't know if they're going to work on a modern engine and front end. These Doom wads are from like 1996. Like, they are actually pretty ancient, so I don't know if they'll work well on a modern Doom engine. Okay, so we have this one kind of ready to go. We go up here, and then I'm going to shoot a laser. I need a rightward, which we have right here. If it's Doom, it runs. You play them. I like using the Windows 98 machine as my biggest excuse. I just think it's fun. Like, I could easily play this in the archive.org thing or any other relatively sane browsery thing, but I just like using it. That's my excuse, in all honesty. Alright, so I need this one. I think that'll free it. Not quite free enough. I need to come through the other direction. Nothing wrong with that. Back when it was all keyboards and mechanical. Yeah. I just think it's fun. Fuck! I can't recover from this. So I can't get on the other side and push it. But the idea I have is sound. It's just going to take some doing. Playing Sokoban games without without undo is not one of my favorite things. Alright, I'll start at the very beginning. It's the very best place to start. I need one that throws it. I need a enters at the top, exits at the right. Which is this one. That is recoverable, though. I'm just going to put this roughly where it needs to be. Then I need my... not that one. Need my reflector. This is the reflector I need, but I need to get this one out of the way. But I should go place it where it's supposed to be first. And put that temporarily somewhere else. Criminy. How did I get it up there before? I probably just pushed it right. Okay, I can fix this. I think. It's not unfixable. Just annoying. Now, oddly, the original impetus for that particular idea and project was because I saw a Doom wad I always wanted to play as a child. And I never got to play it because I didn't own Doom. And every once in a while, I'd like bug my brother. I'm like, I want to play this. He's like, no, Pat, that's not a real game. That's just a mod for a game. That's not going to help you. but it was the Doom wad that turned like the pinkies into Barney. I no longer have such an aversion to Barney. Like he's not my favorite thing of all time, but I no longer would like him to die. But in the '90s, I definitely would have preferred if he had gone off his mortal coil, having suffered through enough Barney songs. Going to bed. Have a good rest of the stream. Good luck with rescue. It wouldn't be so bad if the kid could actually look at his dog every once in a while and try to note that he's still there. Anyway, sleep well. Have fun with this for at least a little bit longer. That's what I get for letting people do democracy. Okay, so then I need that one. Which, how did I get that over there? I think that's how I got it over there. Alright, that's good. Then I need its friend. Which I'm going to need to push in via basically the same mechanism. It's kind of nerve-wracking when you realize how easy it is to fuck this up. Alright, let's check all the positions now, because I think I've got it right. Goes through. Beam's going to go through here. Move right there. Fire through. Go right there. Alright, we're ready. Okay. Where mistakes were made. What I should have done was push down and then go around. I thought I could go to the right, and that was incorrect. Mistakes were made. But yeah, this is why modern Sokoban games give you the undo key. It is just much nicer, much kinder design. Got one that makes enemies Barney, Pac-Man, Energizer Bunny from '94, and it works perfectly. Really? GZ Doom and Ace Corp launcher. Yeah, I've got GZ Doom installed in here, and I don't really mind using the conventional command line to launch things. That's what I've done when I've played GZ Doom in the past. Yeah, sure, send me a link. I'm curious to see if it'll work on Doom 2. I'm happy to give this a shot. Absolutely happy to give it a shot. Right, okay, so gotta remember which ones are which. That one needs to go up there. Push this here. But as a child, I really, really wanted Barney to die. But my sister was just the right age for Barney. Little sister was just the right age for Barney. She is no longer the right age for Barney. This might shock some of you people now. Compatible with Doom and Doom 2. All right. That sounds like a good time to me. Through here. The same song and dance. Okay, that's all set up for that. I still need the crystal down here. Okay. I think it's okay. Just had a thought, but don't want to potentially spoiler. Holy shit. Which thing, Faro? I think my solution is correct. I just didn't execute correctly last time. Alright. Make sure it's all lined up. It's in this column. That's in that column. That's in that column. Oh, fuck. Is it recoverable? No. Sent. Have a good night. All right, thank you. I will definitely have to download that and see if it works. It'll take some doing to get out of Discord, because Discord doesn't work on, Windows 98. But, yeah, sleep well. Having a thought is a momentous occasion. I think it's reasonable to have thoughts. I just keep fucking it up. I'm very certain about my solution. I can see all the lines. I think it will work. I just keep making one-off dumb mistakes at the last second. So, and this game, as I said, doesn't have a undo button. If it had an undo button, everything would be a lot easier. This is the first one I need. Get it into position. Boop and boop. Put you in position. Next. Right, I can put that into its position. There's no reason for that. No reason not to, really. Because it frees up this whole gate system. I don't have that one yet. Okay. Put that into the bottom position. Yeah, at some point in time, I need to actually come up with a good solution for sound on this, but for today, not so much. And then push that there, push that there. Push it through. Go around. All right, I believe this will work. Double check my maths. Okay, looks good. Here it goes. So we see that the bounce has occurred. And this should guard me from evil robots. I see your sudden complaint about my solution. However, it is not relevant. But I did not catch that before executing everything else. I'm going to assume that that was the thought, at least. That I could easily lose my dog there. Save. 23. 22. Resume. Press the resume button. The idea was blocking the robot's line of sight with the prisms. Could that have worked? 1, 2... Yeah, I guess there were 5 prisms. I guess technically you could have done that. I think that there were 5 robots and 5 prisms. All right, we definitely can't go that way. That's useful to see, but not useful right now. That box is not going anywhere. If I push this laser, I die. If I push... Oh, oops. Robots. I guess I didn't try the third mirror anyway. That's probably smart to check this first. And there's this thing that kind of bops back and... Oh, it shoots lasers. It shoots cannonballs. Been a while since I've seen that one. Alright. I don't think I want to mess with that first. I'm not sure what I want to mess with first. I'm going to push that there. I have no idea if that was useful. I'm going to push this here. I have no idea if that was useful. But I'm going to guess that was not the move in retrospect. Right. So I did kill one of the two on accident, it seems. That's interesting. Oh, because the lasers are marching backwards. Okay, I think I see it. Convoluted hot garbage. I don't think it's too bad. I think I see what I'm supposed to do. Mostly. Not stand there for one, but mostly. Okay. I'm not certain about this, but we'll see if my plan works. Yeah, my plan worked. Not terribly shocked that it worked, honestly. And yeah, that was much easier. Yeah, it was mostly just, like, looking at it. That box is a new thing. I think it's a new thing. I really should figure out which button it is to actually just save without going through this. Most of it was a red herring, I think. But sometimes you get easy levels. Maybe these are just, like, stops? Can I shoot a ball into one of these and see what happens? It causes them to shatter. Probably not the thing I want. Let's explore the space. There's a dog right there. I do like the... Did the game just get a lot easier or something? Like, that was trivial. Alright, so what is this? I think it's just a big maze. Alright, he follows the right-hand rule, so I need to be careful. Oh, wait. He mostly follows the right-hand rule, so I still need to be mostly careful. I think I'm just supposed to push these boxes when I see them. And not go into dead ends with robots that will murder me. That's a dead end with a robot that'll murder me. Do not go into dead ends with robots that will murder you. Oh, God! I didn't expect a whole swarm of them. Swarm of evil robots. Oh, hello, evil robot. Right, you'll follow the right-hand rule. Alright. I think this one is much more twitch reflexes than it is intelligence. Just some amount of memory. Okay. I found the dog. I can use the dog to reflect the evil robots. That's an interesting thing. Go away, evil robots. This is my dog. No! Oh, when you don't expect the evil robot to come from that direction. Dog blocking. It's kind of like dog walking, but different. I might regret doing that later. What's up, Noah? How you doing? Dog block. I've just learned an amazing new mechanic. That I have failed to execute on repeatedly, unfortunately. Personally, not bad. Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, I started off doing moderation, and then I did a vote, and now we're playing Rescue Rover. Sometimes I have doubts about democracy. Truly man's best friend. It's true. At least this kid's best friend. Just love how they all just bounce off. No! Ah. If I hadn't panicked, I would have been fine. Staves off depression. I gotta read the rest. Kills, staves off boredom, staves off evil robots. Exactly. Set up automation to change your light colors and feed your cats on camera. Wouldn't you be worried about your cats getting, like, really fat? Or is it just, like, a very small amount of food? Or do you think the value is set high enough you don't really need to worry about it? Right. I screwed this up earlier. No! I was one tile away from retirement. Tiny amount with a 15-minute cooldown. That's pretty reasonable. It's cool integration, though. Set limits per stream. Yeah, it's true. I've actually gone and done that with resets a couple times. I've messed with the numbers there. When I needed to have it on or off. I probably should, like, set it up properly to, like, have the mode swapping do that kind of thing for me, but eh. Yeah, just go for it. Just enough to halt them on camera. Imagine the kid being on Gabriel Knight and all these robots being the villain from the first game, and what are you doing in my room? I will kill you! Yeah. I just called the antagonist Michael Dorn, because he was played by Michael Dorn. And that amused me. Okay. So what is up here? A box. I do want the box. This is Sokoban. I can definitely get the box. I now have a box. I need to move this thing so I can use the box. Now, what you might be thinking is that Pat will... Oh, wait, hold up. That doesn't work. I can't use the box. I need to push the box through here. That's what I need to do. Make it water your plants or run your heater, but you don't really know why you would. I mean, the plants could be fun. But you don't want those overwatered either. Yeah. This is fair. Alright, I think what I want to do is push this through here. But I'm not really sure what it's going to do. So here's the problem, as stated. I need... Oh, maybe this will work. Sound like someone who enjoyed boxing. That's not how Boxing Day works. Alright, I can't move this box up or down. I just can't. But... Okay, actually, new plan. We'll see if this works. So instead of going down first, we're going over first. Like, this is still kind of experimental. I'm not exactly sure what the thing there does. I think it just reflects the ball backwards. If I push that one, what will happen? That's not what I want. If I did that, what would have happened? I would have a ball down here. Okay, that ball is now halted, but that doesn't... Oh, it does help me. Because then it's going to ping this way. I think this just works. Yeah, it just works. Who drew that depressed Wario? Where? What other cool animations you could do? Don't know. Yeah, I don't have an easy time thinking up new ones that aren't game-specific. The one I keep saying that I'm going to do is the one that causes chat to be able to electrocute my balls, but I don't think I'm ever going to do that one for some reason. Oh, the golfing ad? Oh, I have no idea. I don't... One of those, like, I have it open somewhere, but I don't know who did that one. The person who submitted that ad was Soap Agent. It's possible he drew it. But I do not know. Oh god, it's a pinball level. It's a huge pinball level. Alright, so problems. I need to put balls such that they're inside, preventing the robots from killing me, and I can't see the full state of the pachinko machine. Could be worse. And there's the ad again. There's another robot up here. Right. I can't outrun the 8-screen death ray. So that will just destroy that ball. That will reflect into that robot. I don't know if that's a good call or not, but we'll start with that. We'll start there. Because it gives me more degrees of freedom. Now I can actually see inside the pachinko machine. So if I push this here, it just reflects into that ball, which is chronically uninteresting. If I do this ball, it'll bounce here, bounce there, bounce back, which will cause it to reflect upward, I think. God. It's like the opposite of what I want to do. Could be worse. Could be Mario Sunshine. I have beaten Mario Sunshine. I am never going to 100% Mario Sunshine, but I have beaten it. This reflects the balls back and forth. I don't think I want that. I need to stop that robot. Which means I need something that pings around here. I don't think I can do that, because this would require hitting that and then coming back. I need to be able to have the ball, like, right here already. I don't know, can I push balls when they're in flight? It's been a while since I've done this. I want to say the answer is no. Yeah, it might be worth trying to find a different ball path. Like, that one's free down there. Or wait, no, that one's not free down there. It'll bounce off this one, bounce up here, bounce off that, bounce off that, bounce off this, which would take it over there. I think on this line, bounce here, bounce back, bounce here, bounce that way again. Oh, you're talking about this pachinko machine thing explicitly. Bounce down. Oh, okay. Well, I guess if I hit that one, apparently eventually it goes and does that. Let's try it out. We'll see if I'm correct. Nope, I misread that. Because of the extra toggle switch. Oh, wait, there's a trivial way of doing this, I just realized. I need this flipped. That's it. No, wait, I didn't need that flipped. I guess... Oh, I need the other one flipped. I'm not sure I want to keep playing this. Oh, oops. It's probably fine. Just gonna push random balls, see what happens. If I get lucky, I get lucky. Yeah, I would say one of the advantages of the pachinko machine is at least it's a self-contained level. You don't have to spend a lot of time getting there. So at least it's got that going for it. But that's... Oh. Oh. Which ball did I press to make that happen? It was this one. It was not that one. Was that one, maybe? So in order to get this one... Right, I determined that the actions that we would take to get that in there would be very tricky. I can't see that from here, so I have to walk the other way. Oh, that reminds me. I really should move that one over to the right side things and move it out of the ad rotation. It's a bit silly having the tiny ones right there. Alright, so... That was not the ball that did that, or at least things were not set up the way they needed to be for that to work. Oh, well, that's a freebie. So that just did what I needed there. If I could figure out what I did here, then that's free. But I don't remember what I did. I think I pushed this one first. Fuck it, I'm just gonna push a bunch of balls and hope. Alright, well that worked. Like, I'm certain I could logic this out. I'm not sure I want to. This game feels like a nightmare. It's just this level. This level has been rather unpleasant. The other levels in this game are pretty fun. Alright, well that answers that question. I'm just gonna throw more balls in random directions and hope they do cool things. This level in particular is just kind of painful. How you doing, Boozius? Boozius? Alright, well, it didn't do any of the things I hoped it would do. So obviously I should throw more balls at it. That ball's going nowhere. This ball! Destroy this ball for no apparent reason. Shoot this ball through to make it so that I have a harder time walking. I haven't managed to, like, block myself yet. Nope, no magic. Doing pretty good. It's 5 a.m. though. Yeah. It's the nature of it. I tend to stream pretty late. I think this is like the first time I've actually wanted to look something up in this game. It's like, I feel like there's literally just like one ball I need to push, and I just don't know what order I need to do this in. And it's like a long... Oh, right, I need to do that so I can go that way. It's a long chain. But who knows? Maybe that pushing those two balls solved my problem correctly. I don't know where they went. One of them ended up here, which is nice. The other one did not end up there. Really wish I hadn't walked in there like a dumbass and failed that other one. Played a SpongeBob game that was similar to this. That was also a nightmare. I mean, this game in general isn't so bad. The problem is, like, I just can't see enough tiles to know if things are happening my way or not. And figuring out the actual course of events is a little bit tricky. But alright, let's stop being dumb and start trying. For the most part, the game isn't like this. Alright, I believe I want to get this one here. Which means I need to reflect off of here from the right, or it'll flip over the other axis and go down this way. Actually, I don't know which tile I'm actually looking for. No, I'm pretty sure it's this one. You can see I cannot see the hole there. That's really irritating. Issue with this one puzzle, you can't see it. Yeah, the levels are probably fully mapped out somewhere. I don't know. Rescue Rover 2 levels. There's a YouTube video. Steam. Level. How many levels in Doom? That's not what I'm looking for at all. Thanks, Google. Can you just put a teabag in a curring machine? I have no clue. I'm gonna say yes. But I'm also not responsible if you break something. Now, it's mostly showing me other things. What? Okay, that's a completely different game. Yeah, I'm not convinced there's actually level maps out there. Like, there's certainly people who have solutions. I could easily look up the solution for this. But that's about it. Yeah, good luck. Oh, wait, actually, couldn't you just use the curing machine to make hot water, and then you could put the tea bag in the hot water? Wouldn't that be smart? Because it is a water heater after all. Like, you could just run it empty, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Okay, yes, that is the tile we're looking for. But where do we go now? How do we get something to that tile? I think I need to flip this one so that I can get something to come down from here. Oh, never mind. I can't flip something on that axis. Never mind. Oh, boy. I can flip it if it comes in from the right. Or, no, it doesn't matter, because if it comes in, it'll flip itself. Okay, cool. So it needs to come in on that. So it comes in from the left here. The only way that's going to work is if it comes in from the down here. It comes down here, off of this, off of this, off of that, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles up. I guess we can still see it. That's good. Off of this, off of this, off of this. Oh! That's straightforward. I think. Could put the tea bag in a reusable cup. Fair. You know what's the worst part? From over here, I can't even tell. Oh, wait. Yeah, that worked. Alright, so then I just need to find one of the many solutions I found to put a ball in front of the first robot. But yeah, getting coffee out of that thing is probably the saner move. I think just pushing this ball does it. Yeah, that works. Hooray! Yeah, that could have been much harder if I'd had to like reason about other toggles and toggling things on and off so that I could actually press other switches. All right. Save. Apparently, I've been number or 17. It said 27, didn't it? Like my numbering's been off, but I guess I did like just run through a bunch of really easy levels up to that point. All right, so we have on-off tiles and a large number of boxes, and I don't know what that robot does. It's not a robot, it's a pushy thing that's like a pontoon boat. What am I trying to accomplish here? Alright, there's a box. Hooray box. Some of these things are kind of directional. You kind of need to pick the right direction to go on them. Pull that back up. There we go. I don't need Rescue Rover hints now. I've beaten the evil level. Didn't want to do that. I want to see the area below here. That's weird. Alright, so I need to block somewhere along this line so that I can rescue my dog. Simple enough. Ideas so far. Not that. So I can push boxes. I could use 2 boxes to solve this. I also have these pontoon things, but I don't really know what to do with them. Engine blocks? Maybe. I think they might just be like jet skis. Like, that could be what they are. They're not presently useful for me, though. Because, like, there's not a lot of good places for me to push them. I can push this out of the way, but I don't think that's actually a useful solution. I could end up pushing it upward. I could push it downward. Let's see how it interacts with some objects. It does block that, however, temporarily. So maybe my goal really is to make it so I can get the other pontoon into the same position. I'm gonna wait for the thing to come back. Basically, if I could get a box somewhere, where would I want this box? Nope. I want this box to be roughly here, so I can push the pontoon thing against it. I could technically also use a box. No, boxes don't slide. Would it need to slide? It would need to slide. I need a box here. I think that's the actual solution. Now, the problem is I think this is actually against the tide, so I definitely don't want to go there first. I think this one does go down in the order necessary, so that's good. So these are 2 cycles here that I can work with. So basically I need to move that middle box over here, which I think is possible. Is it possible? There's only one thing I can do with this box as far as I can tell, which is push it to the left. The utility of which is somewhat limited. Because I can never get around it that way. Even if I push it right one, it's stuck against the wall. So pushing it left is no cost to me, really. So I can move that other box over here now, conceptually. Yeah, if I want a box there, I'm kind of tempted to go back to the beginning and not shove that one box down in case that was actually the wrong move. But I also don't have the degree of freedom here. Yeah, coming at it from this angle was probably not the smartest. Right, let's just start over. I'm not entirely convinced about my solution here. I could use this. Do this. Which was eminently pointless. Yeah, I don't have the degree of freedom I need for my solution to work, I think. Because if I just push this down, it's the same problem. I just create two splashy places. I think they already get in the water, so like, yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, I need a box. I can push this box outward. Does that give me a degree of freedom I want? I don't believe it does. So I could use that box over there, or I could just walk across, because there's a way to do that, because it's a crawl up around the perimeter. To get around. Because like there's a consistent crawl that I can actually do this on. I can't push a box around it, but... So I get that box over there, but that doesn't have a lot of value to me. I could push this box to the right, which I don't think has a lot of value for me either. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, at some point I'm going to need to get back with the dog, so I wanted to see what the back path looked like. It's kind of important, really, if you're going to rescue the dog, to be able to actually rescue the dog. Got a really stupid song stuck in my head, too. No. Wait a second. I have an idea, but I need to play with it first to see how this works. Because a thought occurred to me. I could push this upward. All right. I might not be able to. Yeah, I can go back. Since it's on water, I can't really push it. But if I pushed all three, no, I only have 2 blocks to push. If I push those 2 blocks, I could get it there. But I don't have 3 blocks to push it, really. I got Marble Madness stuck in my head now. It's better. I'm not sure pushing it upward helps. So I like the position of that one. I want to watch the crawler again. I want to figure this out again. Okay. I need 2 blocks worth. I need 2 blocks worth anywhere along this line. So if I could push a block somewhere else. Because I also don't know how these are going to interact with the whirlpool. And there's no easy way for me to tell how it's going to interact with the whirlpool yet. I'm going to assume it doesn't. The difficulty curve in this game is so weird. Yeah, at best I could just do this, which is not terribly interesting. Think harder. I'm trying, Fries. I'm trying. There we go. That. I can see. Where was I? Ow. Um. Yeah, I don't know. But for the time being, since I don't know, and I want to get up and have a quick stretch break, I'm going to give you guys the dulcet tones of Canyon.mid. Because Canyon.mid helps everybody think. Well, that's enough Canyon.mid for now. That is, for now. Um, I'm determined. I'm thinking. I actually don't know how many levels are in this game. Like, I could literally be at the very end of the game, possibly. I'm probably not. But yeah, there's actually some amount of sound which would have been playing, but I missed the fact that it wasn't. No, I guess it must have been there. There's a very small amount of sound. I can definitely hear the level start noise. No, my problem is still the boxes. I don't know what to do with the boxes. I need a box with a degree of freedom. There's only really one box that meets that criteria, and then I can't bring the box back. So I can push this down, which starts to solve a problem. I don't want to pin anything. But and once I do have the second box, I can push it down this way. So like the game is definitely giving me hints about that. The problem is how to get the second box across the sea. Because what I'm looking at here seems to indicate that I either need to. I have this degree of freedom box, which is not a great degree of freedom box. I can never push that one from the bottom. Well, maybe I have. Let's look at this again. So I push it on there. That middle one never lights up in time. Yeah, because the crawler's going the opposite way. That's not going to work. So, the only thing I can really do with this box is push it that way. We've established this fact. Similarly, the other box up there has the same property, which is really weird. I could push it to the left, but I don't see why I'd want to. Outside of being like, look, I have the ability to push this other box down. I can't push this bottom box from any other direction. I can stand here, which is nice. I push this box, all it gives me is that. I need two boxes I can push from the right for this plan to work. It's like there's no way to do this part without having two boxes. But I'm not sure how I can get a second box to push from the right, because the two boxes are presently completely aligned. So I'm not sure. I mean, I probably should have put something smarter in that poll than this. Alright, so what can we do here that's smart? I think that the other parts of the puzzle aren't terribly relevant right now. Like, I think that I can solve this part independently of the weird floaty chairs. So, what I feel the game wants me to do is push one of these boxes down, but that's not helpful. There's no way for me to get that top box to a location where I can do something with it. I don't think. I don't think. But that doesn't actually help me. I do get the feeling that some of these are placed somewhat randomly, as opposed to somewhat usefully. Okay, so back to thinking with boxes. This box and the other box serve exactly the same purpose. I can do this. That's its one purpose. I can push this box to the left at this point. Why would I want to do this? All it does is give me the same box from a different... Well, okay, it doesn't actually do that. I have to come all the way around to make that happen. But that's fine too, I suppose. As long as I don't actually fall off. And, like, that is clearly the correct first action. Like, I don't think I can do better than that. There's not enough boxes to make it so I can push that from a different angle, so it definitely has to be pushed from the left. So, I think the logic I have around these things is correct. I just need a single box that I can push down this aisle here. I don't know how to get it. So it either need to be pushed through the middle or through the bottom. The bottom crawler is going the wrong way. There's one time, this moment here, where I can get the box across, I think, in one go. So I think I can cross 4-ish things at once, or at least, go at a reasonable speed. But, like, my ability to get over there is unhampered by this. What else could it be? Those whirlpools I don't think are relevant. I think they're just there for aesthetics. I can push this box downward. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait, that still gives... I'm still at the same problem with my count. It amounts to the same thing. I push this box downward. It allows me to have this box downward. There might be... Maybe there's an alternate solution here involving boxes. I push that one upward instead of downward. What would that do for me? Nothing, because it has no effect on the other one. The problem is the positioning of the other one. The problem is the positioning of the other one. Yeah, I need a box I can push downward. Regardless, that is sort of the goal, is to, in the final column, have a box I can push downward. Having boxes I can push rightward or overward don't matter so much. I push this box down, which is the only... This box I can only push down. I have to push one of the two boxes down. I'm never going to have a position that allow me to play with these boxes in a meaningful way. What I really want is to use one of the top boxes for this, but that's not going to work. I'd actually be stumped here. Much as I'm enjoying listening to him die. What if there's a property of boxes that I'm missing? If anyone has any ideas, feel free to throw them out, because I'm kind of drifting aimlessly at this point. Maybe it's not that. Okay, so here's a degree of freedom I hadn't considered. If I push the chair to the right here, okay, so here's an idea. I don't think it's a good idea, but it's an idea. I push the chair to the right here. I can push it upward, which is interesting. Gnomes. I wish. Oh, that's the opposite direction. All right, we're going to try something stupid. I'm unconvinced this is going to help me. Now I'm even less convinced this is going to help me. But we're going to try something stupid. We're going to try something stupid. We're going to keep trying something stupid till it actually happens. Now, if we're looking for gnomes, we need to play a different game. I don't think I mind playing Everhood again, though. That would be pretty sweet. Okay. Well, so much for that. I'm coming around to a different line of thinking here. I think I'm finally getting something somewhere. All right. So here's the idea. I think we can push these off onto a different axis. I'm not exactly sure how yet, but it doesn't matter where I push them through, presuming that they work the same way. So, for instance, here they need to be on that line, so I'll put my finger there so I can see which line on. Alright, well that line's a bit of a problem. That line's entirely a problem. Great, so basically all I've done is reduce it to an even harder problem. Because really I'd need to have a box next to the box to the left, on the right side. So that's two boxes occupying that row. And as has been demonstrated, I can't exactly get it there. But it doesn't have to be that row. Okay. Let's look at our options again. Like, I think I've been artificially constraining myself. So what if we go for this row? I think this is doable. I think this is doable. Yeah, okay, whatever. That row is feasible. So put that there. And then I need that box. I need to be able to move that box still. I think actually it's coming together. I think it's coming together now. Okay. So I think it's coming together. Here's the idea. We'll shunt them around the entire circle. Both of them. I think it'll work. Right, so let's start by doing this thing. So I need to push this one to the right here, as opposed to any other direction. And then get over to the other side. Okay, push it upward. Go up the correct path. Okay, now that that's there, we can also push that over. Go around the worm. Push it downward. Now, unless it gets sucked by the vortex, that should have done something meaningful. It could have gotten sucked by the vortex, but I have no control over that. Push this up. Oh, no. Keep going this way. And then do that. And they're in the same spot now. Okay. Now back around the worm. And basically at this point, either I've solved the puzzle or I've wasted a small amount of time. And it looks like I solved the puzzle. Yeah, I just artificially constrained myself. That's all there was to it. I didn't consider that that was an option. Okay. Now, to get our dog back without it drowning. I think it's better to just take take the upper path here. Hop onto this worm. And now that I guess I don't need that, I can do this, which will make it marginally easier to get back. Yeah. I could have done it without the box, but this works too. But I don't want my dog to drown after all that work. That was a tricky one. 28. Do. No, not 18. There we go. Just resume. Maybe I guess I'll put this on Twitch. Maybe I'll put this on YouTube. Who knows? I hadn't really considered it to be an option, but eh. All right, problem. I need to put 2 of these things in front of... on the same row. Can't I just do this? No, I can't. That ball's against the wall. If I shoot this ball here, it goes up against that ball. Do they clack? Like, what happens when a ball meets a ball and there's space? Do they fling? They do not fling. Okay. So I can push this ball up or down. Both of those options suck. I can push this ball up, which will cause it to run over my dog, which could at least be entertaining. Or squish doggo. I can push it to the right, which will shove it into this ball. Oh, I can do something with this ball. I can push it down, which will shove it through there and do nothing of import. Then I could shove this ball up and do the same thing. Lovely. All right, we do not want to run over my dog. Clearly, that is a bad first move. They strike. You know, that is the kind of thing you'd see in a bowling alley, right? Strike, and it just flattens a dog, because why not? Those bowling alley, like, screen things, nobody actually has good information on the internet of how they came to be. Those little weird animations. Or how those bowling machines work, even. It's just weird. Died doing what he loved. Playing fetch. How you doing, Weregoose? Okay, so back to the problem at hand. I push it down. That does nothing for me, presently. I have very few degrees of freedom here, oddly. Because, like, all I can really do is push this ball into this ball. Oh, maybe that's not a bad degree of freedom. Let's try that. But then I'm stuck on that ball. And in fact, all this does is put all of them in a row again. Hooray! This was not a good use of my time. Alright, so we learned pushing that ball down is not going to be good. Pushing this ball up is not going to be good. Pushing this ball to the left might be part of the play, but I don't see how presently. But, like, I can't get through here, so there's no way to mess with that. I push this up, it goes through into the dog. I push it over, it doesn't. I push it up, it hits that marble, which I guess I can still do that. It's interesting, but also not helpful. It's interesting, but not helpful is basically the meme of this particular, the mimetic thing for this room. Up. Up. Okay, push left, then it would be in the same spot. But I could put, if I race it, I'm not that fast. What I really want to do is, like, actually play billiards here, but I don't think that's possible. Return with the Cane of Samoria? What is the Cane of Samoria? Definitely the wrong franchise. This game only had 2 entries in its whole series, as far as I know. Then the creators got busy doing something called Making Doom, amongst other things they made. Push it down. Problem is I can't really do anything with either of these. Like, there's no interesting thing I can do with this ball right here, other than push it out of the way. It'll flip-flop this, which does nothing. I push this ball, I can push it left, it'll run into this ball, which is nothing. Canis Samoria, skipping Ice Palace, dumb puzzle. Oh, is that Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past? Yep, Link to the Past. I need to play that game again. It's been long enough that I might actually have fun doing it again. I don't remember enough of the things. Punt this into that. It'll do that. That does not help me. I don't even know how to start. Everything I do just shoves things against the left wall. Makes blocks. Also in one of the Oracle games. Yeah. I vaguely remember acquiring it and using it in the Ice Palace, but it was a long time ago. I think I went and looked. It was like sometime in 2019 when I played Link to the Past. Okay. Consider all my options. I push this ball up. It hits this thing. It hits that ball. Dead. I push it down. It goes over here. That's dead. Okay, that's my two options. This ball. I push it left. It's dead. Good option. I push this ball. I push it left. It's dead. Yes and yes, it's good for cheating the Temple of Brainstorms in Cadence's TLDC. Definitely haven't played that one yet. Kind of wondering... Push that down. No, that just blocks that spot. There's so much here that is so probably irrelevant. Can I push balls in motion? Yes. I can push balls in motion. Okay. That's useful. That's much more useful than I thought it was. Not presently helpful. I don't know how I'm going to use that information. Like, basically, I can only use it to push this thing into this. Found a cool AMF. Do the balls bounce off each other? No, they do not, sadly. Watch. Cool AMF commercial for Magic Source from 1976 on YouTube that supposedly was the first mass-produced bowling computer. Starring Yogi Berra. Oh, that's kind of cool. First mass-produced. So that means all the other ones were made by hand. It's kind of ridiculous. It is nice, of course, not to have to keep track of people's bowling scores manually, because you used to have to use it on, like, paper. And that would have sucked. I can push the balls. No, actually, that was... There's no guarantee that was actually working that way. I guess this is a thing I can do. I don't think it's a good thing. Look at it go! That... Wait, what? That was unexpected. Okay, we take those. We can stop other balls by other balls in motion. I think so. We're head on an Amiga? That makes a lot of sense. People love to use the Amiga for all sorts of nutsy things. Or just like general video stuff. The video toaster was a fantastic device for its time. Parody's genius? Yeah, I guess. I'm just still kind of surprised it worked. It was very much a, why not sort of thing, as opposed to, this is actually smart. I don't know where I'm going, so I'm just kind of following the right-hand rule until I actually have a good idea. But yeah, the Amiga Video Toaster was really cool because it had, like, sync on video, I think was what they called it, which allowed you to sort of draw over an existing composite source. and it was commonly used for that, just like all the time to do things like not Legend Hidden Temple. Nick Arcade used that for its like kids being chroma keyed out of the world thing. So that was kind of cool. And then like for TV weathermen, it was also a big deal for them. I think that an awful lot of news agencies or news channels, local channels, would use that for their chroma keying out the weatherman into the weather. Let's not do that. It took forever to get there, man. Oh, that sucks. Garth's shirt. Yeah, there you go. Would have been used in Wayne's World, most likely. Certainly predates Wayne's World by a decent amount, but I could see it being used there. Alright, so don't move that box. Okay, well... I have a vague feeling. Okay, one, that didn't help. Two... Yeah, two, that didn't help. I don't know what that did. I have no idea what that did. So I pushed a box into a waterfall thingy, into a vortex, and it will show up in a waterfall thingy, but I don't know which. They're not labeled. So it did something. But I can't tell you what it did. Don't know if they used it, but they probably did. It was a video toaster shirt in one part. Oh, it would definitely fit the theme. But, you know, it being an actual, like, movie, I guess, I don't know if they would have done it. That was in the movie, right? Like, did they do that with the TV show? Or with Saturday Night Live? But especially if he was wearing a video toaster shirt, I would be shocked if they weren't. That was just, like, the reasonable solution back in the day. So I could actually hit that bowling ball. I'm not sure I want to, but I could hit it. Okay, so we've managed to block off that. That's actually really interesting. I have two different balls that could do this. I don't know how that works with balls. Did it do something? My guess is it didn't. It didn't. There's also two cards. Interesting. Message didn't show up for some reason, so it's time to rescue Rover in the Adventures of Lolo. That's weird. Yeah, it didn't show up. Also thought you were going to bed. But yeah, it's very much like the Adventures of Lolo. But that's like every Sokoban game is very similar in some ways. First message said you couldn't sleep. Yeah, I missed that one too, I guess. I don't know what's up with Twitch sometimes. But I am blaming Twitch because, like, I also have the regular old Twitch chat up on my left-hand side here. And it didn't show up there either. I definitely feel like putting that box, not that one, but the one through the portal is the good first step. The question is, what's the next good step? And of course, the fact that I have to go back around the circle sucks. Now, I kind of wonder if Adventures of, like, if they played Adventures of Lolo, the timing would have been similar. After all, when they were designing Commander Keen, they've been heavily inspired by Mario Bros. 3. To the point where they'd actually ported, when they made the engine, they actually ported over Mario Bros. 3 levels and tried to sell the idea to Nintendo to release the game on DOS. Nintendo didn't go for it, but... Okay, that goes the other way. I don't want to go that way. But it's one of those what-if things you can always wonder about. And I'm certain the Adventures of Lolo came to America before that. This level's so slow. so slow. Don't you just love auto-scrollers? Oh boy, don't I. Imagine Parallel Universe when Nintendo didn't take the deal. Did take the deal, now we have Mario and Zelda on Steam. It would have been a different time. Okay, that cycle doesn't go that way. I want to go up that way. Then I need to go that way. Okay, so I'm getting some information. I'm not sure it's useful yet. Like, clearly that. Can I go up from here? I can go up from here. Let's go this way. Alright, so this is something I could do. I could come up here and open one of these gates. I'll need to open both of them, but at least I know how to get there now. I'm gonna push the ball. I'm unconvinced it's going to be helpful, but Nintendo be selling a lot less consoles. That's true. That's true. I think the trick here is I can't actually use the balls until I find a way to push this box. Wait, what? Okay. That's unexpected. Apparently, it worked. Kind of. Doom would probably not exist. ID goes all in on side scrollers. That would have been a very different era. I'm certain somebody would have figured out the 3D thing at some point, though. It's not that unobvious of an idea. The line stuff. I have no idea what that did. Going all in on it, though. Okay, so where... There's the box. Alright, this is working out. Slowly. But it's working. I hope I can carry two of these. Otherwise, I'm going to feel quite foolish. You cannot carry two of these. I feel quite foolish. Alright, well, take the longer route around, I guess. Doot. 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 Every single step. Every step you take, I'm saving my dog. Mistakes were made. Man who would rather gnaw off his own arm than do this level again. I was so briefly surprised that I managed to go around that cycle without dying that I ended up dying. Push in. And go back around the cycle. How many levels does Rescue Rover have now? I'm kind of curious. Because, like, at some point I'm going to run out of these. But I think I see the intended solution now, and I can waste a lot less time doing the intended solution as opposed to the unintended solution. So at least I got that going for me. That up. And then we go back around. Do really wish I could carry more than one key card at a time, but he is, you know, looking for a dog. So clearly it's impossible. Okay. Yeah, just imagine. Commander Keen wouldn't have been a has-been series. I'm still kind of surprised that no one's actually picked up that IP and tried again. Because, like, there was the GBC game that I understand people thought was okay. But other than that, they haven't done anything with Commander Keen in a while. I think they were going to make, like, a gacha game or, like, a slot machine game with him or something at some point. But it wasn't a good choice. And I think they ended up abandoning that idea because it was just a bad idea. Barb weight level? Yep. Okay, I now have dog. Need to be careful not to inspiken the dog. So we'll take the slow road back. Because we do not wish to inspiken the dog. There are 30 levels. It's also... If it's only 30 levels, I think I'm pretty close to the end then. We'll see. No. It would have been fine if I'd gone through it, I suppose. But, like, the prior level was the first time I'd seen the pontoons. Or at least a prior level was the first time I'd seen the pontoons. So it kind of strikes me as odd that they wouldn't, you know, implement that and then never use it more than once. Here we are, room 30. He's still sad about this. Oh boy. This place is humongous. I guess this would be an appropriate level 30 if the level 30 is the final level. Alright, so I have multiple balls. Clearly not that. Guess we'll start with throwing this to the left and seeing what happens. Seems like a good-ish choice. Alright, well, it stopped one of the robots. That's probably a good thing. Said the man who wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I guess I got kind of curious. If I shoot the other one, it'll come down here, and then the state of this room matters. Okay, so I think that regardless, I have to push this left first. I think that's the right move. What's up, Papaluta? How you doing? Thank you for the good luck. I actually put it to a poll earlier since you weren't here, because I figured you'd want to see testing. But this was what won the poll, so we're doing this. I didn't get to play more Mario Bros. I guess I could have overridden the democracy, but you know, democracy. Alright, well that worked. How much more ammunition do I have? I have this ball, which I guess has to go downward, so I have no idea if this is a good ploy or bad ploy at this point. Need to stop doing that. It's fine, this game needs love too. For some values. I haven't tried this. Let's see what happens with this one. Up it goes. Definitely not that. You're watching testing right now, yeah? Anyway. Oh, who's doing the testing? Mildly curious. Alright, so that was a good call. Guess I could have punted it the other way. Then it would have gone around this loop. Oh, I didn't realize I actually do have a split possibility here. Suak? Oh, nice. No, I think it still has to be this way. Pushing this one down. I want to go to the middle area so I can see... Or the middle-ish area so I can see Hmm. So it occurs to me that this robot isn't really doing any good, and I have a degree of freedom here that I hadn't realized. Also, I hadn't actually been to this room yet. So I need a key card to go to this room, and then I need to do something in this room that I don't know what it is yet. Turns out it's kind of hard. Somehow, Hallelujah, somehow, I'm not shocked at that statement. Alright, so if I bounce this out, it'll just bounce across, which is bad. If I push this one out right now, with this bone facing this way, that will do bad things. If I push this one down, it goes into that room over here. Like, it'll go directly here. I think that's the right play. Not 100% on it, but we'll see. A lot of expected knowledge. Interesting. Oh, I want to push the ball down. That was the goal over here. Is despite all of the stuff that it looks like it does, it doesn't actually do anything interesting. It just bounces around a lot and ends up at the bottom here. But I can then, I think, just punt this directly over. Oh, This is where my otherwise brilliant plan falls apart. Because my goal was actually to block that. Which means I probably don't want this ball coming in from that direction. What I probably want to do is do the same thing with that ball from the other direction. So I have the degree of freedom there. So punt you left. I think I can do this immediately because I think that they're independent tracks. And then do that. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. Okay, try this again. I forgot I needed to move a specific block first. It almost worked. Okay, try this again with a little less failure. Okay, what I've learned here is let the first one finish. Yeah, half the fun of this game is the death animations. As much as I love seeing the giant hammer one, it's definitely not the best. Boop. Okay. Okay, I guess it comes that way. I'm just gonna wait for him to finish. Okay, it sounds like it's done. So now I can push the other one where it's supposed to go. And I think these are completely independent. But I'm still going to wait. Why? Because I can afford to, I suppose. Now to verify where it ended up. Cool. And then we can use this to block the line of sight there. And then go and unlock this so I can see what the hell I'm supposed to do afterwards. Okay. That's not helpful. Okay, what I guess I need to do is get a ball into the room from topside. Is this possible? Because I assume the dog's over there, but I definitely need the ball to be, like, right here. I can't move the crystals, because the balls came in at that height. I have one more ball I can push. It's possible a miracle will occur. I have this ball I can push. If I push it here, it'll go up. It'll ping over here. It'll ping off this ball. Oh, all right. Well, that works. I guess we'll just do that. I hope the dog's in there. Push this down. I'm not sure what I expected. Like... Oh, it comes from the bottom. So if the other ball somehow impacts into that area, then magic will occur and it'll just work out. So, let's hope. Okay. Ah, nope. No, magic did not occur. But I definitely need to have that ball land over there. So almost everything worked out, but the problem is I'm not certain about the order of some of these things now. Like, definitely not... That one could go now. What I need is for this one... Oh, if I could have pushed it downward. Maybe I actually screwed it up by just pushing it to the right rather than left. And everything else I did was probably reasonable. It got me really far into the level for being wrong. So... let's try it again the way I did it, and just push left instead of down. Or instead of right. And then we use other one for this. There. Unlock this. Boop. And come back around. Free this ball to go do its thing. Okay, sounds good there. And I think this will just work. Yeah, it's clacked in the right spot. Like, basically, either this will work, or I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Hooray! It worked! That was literally a constraint-solving logic puzzle. There was no action at all. Hey, wait, hold up. Hold up. The robot finally gave up. Well, good for him. He gets to keep his dog. Hooray! What a reward. The end in big bubble letters. I guess I assumed this kept going to like hundreds of levels, but no. That was it. That's the end. Well, I feel pretty edified, actually. I figured out almost all that on my own. Don't know why the robots... I don't think the robots knew why the robots wanted the dog so badly. What a silly game. I can't argue with that. Keep his dog close so it doesn't get nabbed again. I mean, he wasn't even looking at the dog when the robot came up. If he just hugged the dog once while the robot was around, the robot would have gone home in shame, but no. But I'm very happy that he managed to keep his dog now and isn't going to be hit by hammers or crushed by rocks, by balls, or shot by lasers, or shot by robots, or drown, impaled by spikes. I think that covers almost all the ways to die. But we did it. It's the end. Yes, what a silly game.